Watch Bass Fishing with Randy! Oh my god. Alright, Bass Fishing with Randy. Sorry, that intro sucked. Oh my god, I'm at the place. What is it? The conservation pond again. It's 5 o'clock, early June. It's really hot, 90 something degrees. But it's windy all day. I only have about 40 minutes to fish. So I'm chasing the dragon and I'm looking for that bank wind bite. But look, I get here and there are John boats. So I will definitely be John boat fishing one day on one of these episodes. So I'm gonna try to force down their throat the big blade chatterbait today because I feel like they're gonna be moving. It's been windy all day and I don't feel like they're quite as deep as everyone wants them to be, especially out here bank fishing. So let's go. Let's see what happens. Only got about 40 minutes. Throwing this on a 6-3-1 reel. I'd actually rather be throwing it on like an 8-1 just because I like fast reels. And this is a medium heavy cherry wood rod, and I thought I just got a bite already, but no, just a little excited. We're gonna just work down this grass line, see if we can catch a fish. Ooh, okay. Once I get my accuracy down, get it to that edge line, move, keep it vibrating. Now, honestly, today they might want to be deeper. Maybe I should be throwing a lipless or a weighted worm or something. But we will find out. I really probably should be going somewhere where there's a little more wind. At least the wind pushing into the bank. We might have to get up around this end first. Last time I was here, I threw this chatterbait right under there and got a fish. So we'll see what happens. Well, I just blew up my reel by throwing my chatterbait into the weeds right there. Oh, I gotta be confident when you cast, but jeez Louise. So maybe this will be one of those where I just let it run. No edits. Sorry, that kind of sucks, but let's give you an idea of maybe what to do if you go bank fishing. At least if it's windy with a chatterbait. I'm just going to bring it up into here. Last time I caught one. Oh, there we go. Got one. There we go. See, that's what you said. Oops, you jumped off, you little dork. Very small fish. I mean, we're talking 8-inch fish, but like I said, just threw it up under that under that tree. Maybe there's more under there. You bit the heck out of this. And you know what? I didn't bring my pliers. And I didn't bring a scale. So let's grab those. Pliers. Scale. We're going so minimal. One reel, one rod, one chatterbait, one trailer. Something breaks off or come back, I guess. Or we quit. We only have 40 minutes. Wouldn't recommend going so unprepared if you had more than an hour or more. But these are essentials. I also have my snips, which are essential. Have something that you can cut your line with. Alright, I see some activity in the water here. And get all this crap in my pockets. Start throwing again. It does look like they're kind of off the bank. Catching a really small one that close to the bank, you know, that's typically kind of what that means for me in my case, or in my experience. It kind of means that, yeah, the little ones are there, but the big ones are maybe pushed a little deeper. So I'll start with that kind of cast. I'll let it go a little deeper. We'll go a little slower at first, but especially when we get around this edge, I want to use this weed line. Right now we're right in the sun, so I'm going to throw one more under this tree if I can. Kind of accidentally skipped it there. Okay. So I'm just going to keep going down this line, this weed line. Coming by that little, see that little comes out right there? I'm going to come right by it. I want to get wrecked. Or not. Oh, I did get a bite there. Did get a bite, folks. Okay, looky. We'll fix that up. And it came out, it's right at that little hump there. And so, if you were a good fisherman at this point, say I was on the boat, we would throw a Cinco right there and catch it. Let's come all the way to the edge if I can here. Bring it over. Keep it underwater. The big blade chatterbait wants to come out of the water. So probably would help with a lighter line. It'll sink better. But it is a heavy deal. And if you're going to catch big ones, I don't know. I think I have 15 on here. I don't know if I'd go under 14. Throwing this weight, which is 3/8. Actually, this might be a 1/2 ounce. Big blade chatterbait. Well, that little fish might have got me a little excited there. Alright, let's get rid of the side of this tree. Key is you just want to cover water. Just move. See the reaction, see if there is one. Figure out if this is the deal. I'm not real happy with how this wind is. When I got here, the wind was blowing hard over this way. Right now it's not. It's not doing that. Which is typically not a good thing for a chatterbait, especially big blade chatterbait. I need wind and clouds, and right now the wind is slowed and the sun is out, which is not what I want. I'm gonna throw this way out there though. There's a little bit of shade out there and there's more ripples out there. Okay, hopefully we get around this corner and the wind is a little bit stronger again, because this is ridiculous. I was pretty excited about today just because the reason I came out was because of the intensity of the wind. I mean, look over there, the branches are going nuts. I might have to go all the way to the other side now. But that wind, the shift of the wind, it might not be good for the activity of the bass. There's one. That's one. I don't know if it's big or not. Oh no. I could just feel it. I could not see that one. Barely skin hooked him. Look at that. He's kind of fat for being, a 10-inch fish, 12, 11-inch fish. Let's see how it, with the big blade chatterbait. Ugh! Triple flip. Alright, well, that's a little encouraging. Got a little bit heavier, a little bit bigger. Got some ripples over here on this corner. I mean, maybe we stay here. By the way, if you want to look at this, I am throwing a Yodo worm trailer. Get that Yodo worm trailer. I love Yodo worms for the chatterbait trailer. Alright, let's see what happens next. Could not see that fish, and he felt strong, so God help us if a big one hits right here, because it's hard to get over here. I mean, that was right against the weeds, guys. So, right against the weeds. Ooh, I just saw a ripple right there. Here we go. Here we go. We might get a fish here if I shut up. I will say, I feel like I'm throwing a little further away from the bank than I was before. That's just, I feel like it's because the wind has just totally died down. The wind has died down, the sun has come up. And long ago, somebody left with the cup. Ooh, I thought I had a fish. I thought I had a fish. I guess that wasn't a fish. Jeez, please. The bites are so weird feeling on this thing. It's just like, oh, it kind of just feels like you're on a log, but the log is kind of moving. Now, I've caught lots of fish throwing the chatterbait through in between these weed lines. So let's do that and see what happens. I'm going to go right in between this weed line here like it's a highway. Alright, we're going through it right now. Didn't work. Ooh, we got the attention of a frog though. Get it over. I'm wanting reaction. I just don't know if going this way, this wind is just not helping things. We need to get into the wind, use the wind to our advantage. That was a bite. Alright, let's go. We'll do that one again, guys. There it comes. Right here I should be throwing a Cinco. That was definitely a bite, guys. So at this point, you should throw a little Cinco or have a drop shot. Dang. So if they miss you, This is a pretty reactionary bait. They're not going to come back. They might look and see if they killed something, and hopefully you have your Cinco sitting there shaking around, and that's probably your only way to follow up and catch that. I don't think you can throw it and they'll hit that chatterbait the second time. I think they're going to need to see a different presentation. I'm always looking at my line as well here. If the line does something weird, you know, if it feels weird, looks weird, then I start to set. Does it feel weird? Oh shit. Is it kicking? It's a fish. One of the guys in my club, he'll set the hook and he'll go, kick, 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 hoping that it's not a stick or a rock he's just set the hook into. You want to feel if it's kicking. Is that thing moving and kicking and moving? Oh, see, ain't like that. I just had a stick, and so I kind of gave it some pressure, and found out it was a stick. All right. Confidence is still low. I know I've gotten a bite, but now the wind's picking up. Here we go. Get back to where you were, wind, and I think we can get some fish. Oh, did you see that, guys? Did you see that, guys? Woo! I mean, if it wasn't a bite, I just snagged carp or something. I don't know if you saw that ripple when the bubbles came out of the water on that one. Might have snagged like a carp or something on that one. Felt like a big one. See, the wind is just weird. It's catching my bait when I cast. I hope you noticed from this video compared to the videos from 2 years ago. I don't know, I have to look. I guess when I watch this myself, I've gotten quite better. I've fished dozens and dozens and dozens of tournaments, dozens of open club tournaments, not open tournaments, club tournaments, all as a co-angler. But I have a boat now, and it's on one particular lake, small, very, very, very small lake, but I get a lot of more on the water experience. So hopefully I at least look a little more like I know what I'm doing here. Even though I am force feeding, even though we are force feeding the bass here with this big blade chatterbait, like, I know that we need more wind for this to really, really kill it. I just don't know what happened to the wind. I drove out here. It takes like 20 minutes to get here. And the wind is in the perfect direction, coming into all this grass and all this weeds. This edge line here. And I think we're having some shad spawn stuff happening. So I know they're up here shallow, and right when I get here, the wind stops. Alright, we have 40 minutes. We've caught 2 fish. So there's a lay down there. Probably should throw a Cinco through it, but we'll run past it, and let's see, I barely let that splash. Let's see if we can get out here without frickin'. So that was the stick. Yep. We tried. That was a good effort there. But let's see if we can do something here. Okay. So what have we learned today, boys and girls? We've learned that really, if you want to catch some fish and you want to have more fun in 20 minutes, you've got to fish what it's actually going to work. You cannot force feed them. Oh, that was something big, and it was not alive. It was a rock or a stick. Dang. It's funny because I felt that breeze behind me and thought everything was going to change. Man. Come on, wind. Man, oh man, it was all going to culminate here. Blowing into this corner. I was going to wreck them. But the wind stopped. I'm going to fan cast in here a little bit. I just think it's going to be a little bit of a flat in here. Also, the fish might be a little scattered. It has been blowing into here all day. We're going to go about 5 yards left, but I'm going to pull it way left here. Go right in front of this clump. Keep it coming without going up above the water. Dang it. This is crazy. Let's just throw it way out there and see what happens. There's so much more ripple out there anyway. Let it sink to the bottom. If there's a bottom, I don't even know where it's at there. I don't mind reeling slowly. We're just reeling to whatever the speed needs to be at the time for the feel to be right. I think a lot of pros, they like to reel fast and they like to feel like they're doing something. I don't mind. I also think maybe the lower speeds have a little more torque, a little bit more strength. So when you do hit a fish, sometimes you'll be turning that fast speed reel and it won't want to go. You're like, what's going on? But at the same time, you don't have to be really reeling it super fast like you would be. So just kind of like calm down and reel how the equipment needs to reel at the time. And you got that adrenaline flowing, you got a bass going, you really want to reel. Alright, I'm going to hit this freaking corner and this edge, and maybe we'll just go to another... Well, the wind, I don't know. I felt like the wind would be killing it. So maybe we need to go somewhere and throw a worm. If I have enough time. I don't think I do. I might have ran out of time. God, I couldn't have been a more perfect cast. Yeah, we were wrong about today. The wind. All right. Oh, it's picking up. That was a fish right there. That was a bass. Here's something like a wind. Let's go to this point. I mean, there's wind here, finally. There you go. That's what I wanted. That's what I've been wanting. Maybe too little too late at this point. This is what I'm talking about. Clouds coming over the sun. The wind is picking up. Nope. Ah, come on. The wind is picking up. Just need that to keep it up. Keep up, keep up, keep up. Just a little bit so we can get the bait fish. I get at least the bass thinking that the bait fish are doing something. Oh, now the wind is shifting. Now the wind is coming the other way. Goodness gracious. I don't know what to do. Always wear waterproof shoes when you go to a pond, bank fishing. You don't want your feet wet. Make sure they're the type that won't let your feet get wet. We caught a fish. Yeah! That's a big one. Nice. Bass fishing with Randy. Hey! Say bye! Watch Bass Fishing with Randy!